So we're back at the wicking bed that I built 7 months ago in April. Now we're in mid-November. So the initial planting of the brassicas, there was a few cauliflowers, but mostly Romanesco broccoli, which that's the first time I've grown that, and I probably won't be growing it again because it was all green and minimal stuff to eat, so it seemed like a complete waste of effort to grow such a large plant for minimal stuff that I ate. A lot of it went to the chooks, so it was a bit of a waste. But when I did the brassicas, I also planted beetroots, so the beetroots are all just coming now and they've all grown pretty well, and then I've filled in gaps with some sweet corn, so that'll be the next thing to fruit. And there's a little bit of silver beet and chard, but this is starting to go to seed, the beetroot. I might the chard, and I might let it go. I might not, I haven't decided yet. But overall, the wicking bed as a productive vegetable growing vessel has worked out really well. It's one of 8 that I've got here, so it's the last one that I planted, and it has performed as well as the other ones. So the design was obviously sufficient to meet the needs of the vegetables, like the 30 centimetres gravel, 30 centimetres growing medium was obviously correct, and the mulch has been maintained as well. So obviously this is the reservoir where we fill, and half the reason why I did such a large entry point was so I can put my hand in and pull out the slugs, which I have been doing, because it's a bit of a kind of a slug trap, so the slugs will all come in here in the day when the heat's here, and then I can scoop them out and give them to the chickens. And there's no smell or anything, so it can't be too kind of stagnant water, and I'm very unlikely to clean out the reservoir. I mean, I've got the flush at the bottom there, but I probably won't do that for at least a good few years. And then the second addition that I did this year to improve the growing all year round was to install shade cloth all the way along. There was a kind of bodged up individual wicking bed shade thing last year, but this year I actually made a whole complete tunnel. So I did this a couple of months ago in preparation for the summer, and it's at the moment it's 30% shade cloth, but I'll probably change that to 50 in about a month's time. But because it's tall enough, it's easy access, I can walk all the way down, and I've literally just repurposed what was already here. So all the pipes I've just changed from what it was before, so I haven't bought anything new or anything. I had to buy an extra roll of wire just to help tie everything up, but no, this has worked really well. This is what I should have done to start with, but that's the learning process, isn't it? So I can walk down completely easy now, whereas before it was a bit of a bashed around. And yeah, so this wicking bed is at the far end on the west side, and I did consider that when I did the shade, so I can fold that down, because the sun in about January, late December, January, is directly on that bed, and a hot summer's day it will be really kind of beaming on it. But I've considered that from learnings from previous years, and that shouldn't be a problem. So overall, I think this is definitely a proven design for creating a productive vegetable bed, especially in these arid areas. If you remember when I was installing this, we had I was paddling around because there was just water everywhere, and now we're in mid-November and it's not even that hot yet. It's already bone dry everywhere. You can't grow stuff in this ground unless you really improve it. So these beds are just the perfect solution, and obviously the IVCs we get free, so it's a win-win. Gravel get free, scav pipe work and buy a little bit of soil in, and you've got yourself a cheap but productive bed. So overall, I'm very pleased.